The solution.
YouTube, what's going on? Solution for the Solution Kicks, back with another video. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and tap that notification button so you know when I'm dropping another one of these things. And you too can be a part of the Mighty Four Kicks Brigade. Today's video are the biggest clunkers, the biggest fails Jordan Brand released its retros. So we have the biggest retro Jordan fails of 2019. Something different. I alluded to this in the live, and I'm going to jump right into it so I don't lose my inspiration to do the video. And there are quite a few on this list. You're like, would you own them if they're clunkers? You gotta understand, I have a saying, being that I was on radio, about what people think are dope rappers. Record sales, streams, and social media presence does not mean you're a good rapper. Good lyricist, good MC. It just means a lot of people like you. There are a lot of trash rappers that sold a lot of records. So in this case, let's talk about sneakers. So the top, well, not the top sneaker, but sneaker number one, the Air Max Tinker Hatfield 3. Now, when I saw this sneaker, I was like, man, that is a cool concept. You had the removable swooshes, and this was the 3M one right here, but I made sure it wasn't, the light wasn't showing directly on it, and I'll get to that part why I did that for a reason. I was like, man, these are going to go well, but they didn't. They didn't sell very well, and the reason for it is that they quick striked them. They were at $225. So I waited for these bad boys to drop all the way down to $150 at an outlet, and I copped them like 6 months later. And these things were still hanging around on the shelves for like $189. And people were like, come on, man, you know? But they figured, we're giving you all these extra laces, the extra swooshes, it's worth $225, but the quick strike is what killed this sneaker.
Stop it.
And that's going to be one of the common themes when I'm talking about this list, is the quick strike thing that they did.
Stop it.
I know some of y'all are looking at these gaps and stuff in here because I got some of the shoes around the room from different videos that I did. But starting the list off is the Air Jordan 3 Tinker Hatfield Air Max 3. Dope concept. I haven't even worn these yet, but yeah, quick strike killed it. Next on the list, there were actually two sneakers that were released in this concept, and I thought it was pretty dope. But the sneaker culture is very fickle. So you have the Fiba 4s, and there was a 12 that released as well. And the 12s actually did a little better than the 4s. And I got these for the low at the Military Exchange store. A $200 sneaker that people were not feeling because they did something different. They put the flags right here where normally the cage and the mesh is, and people didn't like that. But this is still a very dope sneaker. I think I should post a picture of myself wearing these, and to show you all why I like this. I had a hat and an outfit that went perfect with these. So the Fiba 4s, and you got the gold Jumpman on the back. And I think because the cool grays kind of came along with these around the same time, people passed these over. It was a cool concept, but people didn't like them just because they did something different to them. You throw the mesh on here, and they're $190, people like them, but it is good materials on these. But they clunked. Fiba 4s. Next up is another Tinker Hatfield iteration, and these are the silver and black joints, man. And I like these, and I thought these would sell just a ton here in San Antonio because these are Spurs colors. And I got these for the super low. I waited on them. And yeah, they wanted $200, and they quick strike these things. Once again, Jordan Brand, you have to use some discernment when you're quick striking something, because people think they're going to be limited and they're not. But it's just a way now. It's a marketing ploy for them to ensure they get maximum dollars off the sale of the sneaker.
Stop it.
But it's got 3M on it, on the swoosh, all on the tongue. It's a dope sneaker. I love 3M. Y'all know I love it. That's going to be a common theme of this list. But these clunked miserably. But it's a dope sneaker. Raiders. Spurs. You know, if you're a fan, this is a sneaker for you right here. But yeah, they clunked. Next on the list is an entire pack. Now I actually like this pack, but the pricing and I think the concept, the overall branding and concept of this thing didn't go well, but it meant well. It represents a very, very monumental mark in Michael Jordan's career, and to them to honor it and to look back. Yeah, I said it, to look back on this run that he had and honor it by, well, acknowledging by coming up with this pack was pretty incredible. Yes. Shoe number 2 and shoe number 3. So you had the Reflection of Champion pack, and I really thought these were going to do well, but then it hit me. 3M. 3M creases horribly, quickly, and a lot of the sneaker culture love 3M, but sometimes you don't want to just make the entire shoe 3M. But there have been 3M sneakers that have done well. So you had the Neymar 5s. Those went really well, just to name a few off the top of my head. And when these came out, I was like, oh yeah, dope. I gotta get those. So the first pair I got were the 8s. And this was the one that was somewhat limited, and I've yet to wear these. And the problem was that they were quick strike, but I did manage to return a sneaker that I realized I wasn't really going to wear, and I copped these instead. I love 8s. I've yet to wear these. And all these are straight up unworn. I've got to stop saying dead stock because that's not really what it means. Then you had the 7s. I'm doing these in reverse. Got these next. I swapped the laces out, and I was going to wear them, and I changed my mind. I said, hey, I need to drop the video on these. And this is actually like the 5th iteration of the video I was going to do. Concept wise, it kept changing my mind. Then I got these from the outlet as well for the low. I think like 109. Then I got the 6s later on, and these are actually a size 10. And I was like, am I being frivolous by buying this sneaker? I don't know if I'm going to wear it, but when it all came down to it, I think I paid like $45 for this sneaker after all these were retailing at $220, and that really, really hurt this sneaker. You really had to like the silhouettes, you know, the 6, 7, and 8s, and say, you know, so I'm fine with 3M to go after this. But it was a dope concept that just didn't go well. It did not go well because of pricing and the quick striking. And Jordan Brand, if for some reason one of your agents and stuff, they buy this, you gotta watch how you quick strike a lot of these sneakers. So really, the video should be about how quick striking kills some of the releases. And this is a good example of it, hands down. And I got a feeling this is going to be a pack that's going to be appreciated much, much later on down the road. I've actually gone back and forth if I should flip these two right here, take them back to the outlet for something. Just maybe I might do that. I'm not sure, but they're dope overall. I like them, but these are clunkers. They just didn't do well, and what killed all of these sneakers was the quick striking thing, except for the Fiba 4s. I don't believe the Fiba 4s were quick strike. I just think they were 200 and people weren't feeling them because of the changes they made structurally to the sneaker. But if you have any questions, comments, concern, do hit the like button down the bottom, subscribe, share it, tell a buddy, tell a friend, whatever. Get on this. Let's talk about the bottom. Thoughts, comments, suggestions, all that good stuff in here. What do you think about this pack? And what do you think about the Fiba 4s? The Tinker Hatfield silver and black joints. And quite arguably, the biggest clunker of them all, the Air Max Tinker Hatfield 3. This is a cool concept. It just was not marketed well price-wise. A lot of people like this shoe, and they simply waited for it to drop in price. So many things you can do with change the laces, change the swooshes. It's cool, but this swoosh swap thing is, let me get back on the historical back. Story time. All right, shout out to Turquoise Wanderer. If you know about Lottos, the sneaker back in the day that sometimes the cheerleaders wear, is actually a soccer sneaker. They came up with the removable logo first, way back in the late 80s, early 90s. So this isn't new. This removable swoosh thing that you've seen on the Air Force Ones, and you've seen here on these Jordan 3s. But like I said, comment, like, subscribe, talk to me. Let's get down in the comment section and chop it up. Y'all know I always respond and give you a little feedback on it. I always appreciate it. And hey, remember, it's not about how much you paid for the sneaker. It's why you pay that much. I'm out here. Boom.
The solution.